Hey, good evening. Welcome to Soaring Solo with Stacy. Facebook has changed all of their live stuff, so that was weird. What a weird thing. Let me see if I can, a little brighter light. I love light. See my paper rolls in the background. We're getting moved in and everything is feeling more like home, but there's still messes, certain places that I have to deal with. So, you know, it's going to be a process. So my whole video tonight that I originally planned was to finish up our talk about dating as a single mom, but I'm putting that on hold for a minute. I'll come back and finish that up next week because I have something that I feel like I seriously need to address, and I don't think it can wait. And it spurred from a comment on, I don't know if it was my last video or 2 videos ago, that someone made that kind of bothered me, and I didn't respond to it because I'm learning through my years of experience to not respond to things that bother me. At least not until I've calmed down and thought things through and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so my computer just went dead and the light just went freaky. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what the comment was, and I'm going to respond to it here because I've put a lot of thought through this, and I just want to make sure that we're all clear about what I'm doing when I do these Soaring Solo videos, why I do these Soaring Solo videos. Look at that. Oh, my lights. I don't like this. Hold on. Ooh, harsh. No, what is going on? Maybe that's better. I don't know. Sorry. Crazy. Everything's freaky. Whole new thing. Anyway, I just want to make sure I'm clear that you know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what the purpose of this whole thing is, okay? But here was the comment that came on this was one of the dating videos that I did not too long ago. Someone made a comment that said, "How can you give advice about dating if you don't even have a man?" That is an excellent question, sir. Excellent question. So if this gentleman, who I don't really think I know, had actually watched the video and listened, particularly to the dating videos, but really in a lot of my videos I cover this. I do not have all the answers, y'all, okay? In fact, I really don't have the answers when it comes to dating, because if there is one thing that I have done wrong over and over and over, it's the dating thing, okay? So understand, I am not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I probably never will be an expert. If you think you're an expert, I think you should check yourself, because I don't think anyone is an expert at parenting, at dating, at discipline, at any of these things that we talk about. You know why? Because everybody's different and it's hard and you're going to make mistakes, y'all. Okay, so I might have a good idea of what should happen. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it right. Doesn't mean I'm going to give you the best advice. I'm just not. So I want to take today to talk to you about why I do this. If I'm not an expert, what am I coming to you with? Okay, so here's the thing. First and foremost, I cannot say this enough. I do not have all the answers. I do not have all the answers when it comes to parenting. Dear Jesus, no. I do not have all the answers when it comes to dating, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to taking care of yourself, when it comes to healing, when it comes to relationships in any way, shape, or form, whether it's family, friends, significant others, like romantic relationships. I don't have these answers, okay? So I do not have the answers. I am a terrible dater. I say it again. I lose my temper with my child on the regular, okay? My child pulls crap behind my back. Okay, sometimes I find out and I deal with it. I guarantee he's pulled something at some point that I don't even know about. Okay, I'm not naive enough to think that he doesn't. He is not sweet and innocent. Don't let him fool you. He's not. Okay, I have days that as a single mom, I just want to give up and throw in the towel because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, so I don't have all the answers. I cannot stress that enough. But if you're watching these for advice from me, you're probably watching for the wrong reason. I don't have any I can't tell you this is what works in any topic. I don't care what, I can't, okay? I can't tell you how to raise your kid. I can't do any of that. If this is what you're watching for, I'm going to totally disappoint you, okay? I'm just going to tell you right now, you just need to know you're going to be disappointed because I'm human and I screw up and I do not have the answers. Don't, okay? So why do I do this? I have some goals. I haven't wrote them down so I didn't jack them up because that's how imperfect I am, okay? I have some goals with Soaring Solo, okay? And the number one goal is to support other single women, that we support each other, single mamas. This is hard. I don't think any single mother would say, this is a breeze, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. If I had it to do over, there would be a husband helping me raise my son. Probably not his father. Definitely not his father. I made some bad choices. But if I were to do the whole family thing over, there's a reason why there's supposed to be two parents in the mix. Parenting as a single mother or a single father for that matter is hard. So one of the main reasons that I'm here is because I think we need to come together as single mothers and support each other and help each other and lift each other up and give each other advice, even if it's wrong. At least, somebody's been through something similar and maybe it'll work for you too. Who knows? Okay, that's number one. Number two, I am here to tell you what has worked for me. So my kid is 12. I have a lot to experience yet. I cannot tell you how to raise your teenager. I haven't been through it. I can't really even tell you what to do with your 2-year-old. I can tell you what worked for my 2-year-old. But my 2-year-old is different than your 2-year-old, right? They have different personalities. They have different temperaments. What worked for my 2-year-old may not work for your 2-year-old. But you know what? If you're having an issue and you're in our Soaring Solo group, and you say, my 2-year-old is doing this and it's making me crazy and I know he shouldn't be doing it. How do I handle it? There's going to be other mamas on there that can say, well, when my 2-year-old was doing that, this is what I did. And they're going to give you at least some ideas. So I'm here to tell you what's worked for me. Okay. Number two, I'm here to tell you, to share ideas that I have come across. Maybe it's not something I've tried. Maybe I don't know if this will work. Maybe it has to do with teenagers. Maybe it has to do with dating and relationships and healing. And maybe I haven't experienced firsthand, but I am I call myself an information junkie. I love to research. I am such a dork like that. So when it comes to parenting and being single and and personal growth. I am a personal growth junkie too, because I think it's really important to not stay where you're at all the time, right? So in that, I've learned some things from people. There we go again. It just went out. This is going to take me off. We're going to have to figure this out for next time because I can't handle. So maybe that's my cue to shut up. I don't know. Too late. Too bad. We're back. Okay. So I hear these ideas from other people who claim to be experts, or maybe they just are doing the same thing I'm doing, but they have ideas that I went, oh, that's a good idea. When my kid's a teenager, I'm going to try that. When I decide to date, I'm going to try that. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing this instead. So when I research these things and I come across these ideas that I think are really good, I pass them along, okay? I haven't had an original idea since like 1986. So everything I tell you, I've heard from somewhere, okay? Just telling you. Another thing I am here for, my goal in this Soaring Solo group, is to give you things you consider before you should, give you thoughts to consider before you start making decisions. So, again, I might not have the answers. I might know something that's worked for me. But the bottom line is, hey, have you ever thought about this possibility? And I'm going to use the whole dating thing as an example. For me anyway, I didn't stop to think about whether I should date or not date until I had been single for several years. And then I thought, you know what? Dating isn't healthy for me right now. I didn't know that was an option. So when I come to you to talk about dating, I just want you to think about, in my situation, with what I've got going on, is it wise to date or should I wait? Okay? When you think about your kids and their temperaments and their personality, is it wise to buy them a phone, let them have social media or not? I'm not here to tell you this is the age you should give it to them. I don't know that, please. We probably none of us should have this stuff, even adults. But, it's your decision as a parent. All of these things are your decisions as individuals. So you have to decide for yourself. But I'm here to hopefully give you some things to think about, to consider, so you can sit back and make wise decisions and think things through thoroughly. And the last thing, I think it's the last thing, I just had to check my notes because you never know. The last reason that I'm going to give you that I'm here and that I'm doing this, my goal for this group, is that I just want to start conversations that I've never heard happening. Okay? Y'all, there are probably, and I haven't looked up the statistics, okay, but I feel like it's safe to say that there are probably more single parents in the world right now than there are married parents. Now that is sad to me, and I think we need to figure that out first. However, because there are so many of us in this position of being single parents, we need to stop and discuss things, whether it's discuss where we went wrong with our relationships, how to parent alone. I'll tell you, it's getting tricky. My son is creeping up on the teenage years, and I'm a single mom, and I have to work and pay the bills. So there are times when he's here alone. Now, he's old enough to be by himself. He's smart enough. He's mature enough to he can be in the house alone. He doesn't need a babysitter. He's 12. However, he's almost a teenager. And I guarantee he's going to try to pull some crap. So how do you navigate that when you're the only one in the house? These are conversations that need to be discussed. We need to share with each other. Okay, so this is why I'm here. So going back to that comment that started this whole thing, y'all, how can I give advice about when I'm doing it all jacked up? You're right. I can't. I'm not trying to. I've never claimed to be an expert. Y'all, I don't know any experts, but I want to start the conversation. My whole goal is to say, single mamas, single parents, parents at all, why don't we come together and work together and share ideas? Because none of us are prepared for this. You think, y'all think back to before you had kids and tell me, I was like this, I'll admit it. Are you brave enough to admit it? I sat there and I went, if that was my kid, that wouldn't happen. Yeah, well, I call BS on myself, because guess what? Exactly what I said wouldn't happen is probably happening in my house right now, because it's a lot harder than it looks. And some people make it look real easy. And y'all, if you're one of those people make it look real easy, come tell us what to do, because it's hard, okay? It's hard. It is hard. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to make sure we were clear. I'm not here to be an expert. I'm here to start the conversation and here for support and inspiration to say, y'all can do it. We can make it through together, okay? We're going to get back to talking about single mothers and dating next week, and I am not going to tell you how to date because I don't freaking know how to do it, but I'm going to tell you what's been going through my mind, and hopefully you can add to the conversation. Maybe you can teach me something. That would be awesome. Y'all have a great week. I hope you do something amazing this week. Go spend some time with your kids. Go get something done, accomplish some goals, and I will see you next weekend. Bye-bye.